Hi everyone, my name is Mona and it's almost my 5th year in Vietnam. So I'm making this video to actually share um, my lifestyle and also how to be a teacher in Vietnam even without a non-edu background or diploma. So within those years, it's actually a love and hate relationship dito sa Vietnam. Love because of two things. It's so cheap here. Lahat ng bilihin, it's actually maybe 6% cheaper. And after inflation, hindi mo masyadong ma-feel kasi lahat ang cheap except for accommodation. Masyadong mahal din. Second thing I love the most about Vietnam is that there's no crab mentality. It's the first time na nibago ako na when you apply for visas, they actually just look at your requirements, and if you have the complete requirements, then it's okay. There's no fuss during visa interviews. So from Vietnam, you can travel or apply for visas quite easier than in the Philippines. And also when you want to just like relax, then you can just travel across like ASEAN countries kasi cheaper dito sa Vietnam. And then the only thing that I hate in Vietnam, no, two things rather, ay yung pollution at saka traffic. So first, yung pollution, you wouldn't feel it during the first 2 years, but lately, the last 2 years, you would have like prolonged like colds and then like snots all over because of pollution. And second, the traffic. Sometimes it's really stressful to actually just go around Vietnam because of traffic. Sa cities lang. I live in Hanoi, that's why it's kind of like during rush hour, it's kind of the worst hour. Instead of having that 100% energy, then 80% na lang ang energy mo pagdating sa work. So let me go down my list. So first would be requirements in teaching. Here there are 5 main requirements. We have the bachelor's degree, teaching certificate, TESOL. I will make the link below. Passport, health check, you will do it here, and also police check, you will also do it here. I want to talk about the teaching certificate, which is TESOL. So my mistake was to actually do it online from a Filipino company. So sa Vietnam, each year parang nagiging strict sila sa immigration laws nila. So they only accepted like TESOL from legit where they can actually get stamped by the embassy. Some Filipino companies providing TESOL, it would get stamped here in the Philippine embassy, but it's too difficult. So be cautious which provider you would get your TESOL from, but I suggest getting Teflon, which I will link give you the link for promotions as well, because dito you can actually just go to the Australian embassy and they stamp it for you, because sometimes the Philippine embassy here is very strict that they don't stamp some TESOL which is kind of like not legit, or they don't have the barcode. So usually they look for the barcode of your certificate. So make sure the provider would give you a certificate that has the barcode that you actually did this training. Can you really work in Vietnam without an edu background? Yes, you can. During my first 2 years, I didn't have an experience at all teaching in the Philippines and also in Vietnam. So I took the first job that hired me, and then from Hanoi, I was applying at Hanoi, but then opportunities led me to the province. I went to Ninh Binh for 1 month, and I decided that to return to Hanoi kasi they gave me a schedule where it's like spread out. I have to wake up very early to do marketing, and then I had to teach from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So it was very unhealthy. And then in between, you're just taking a nap. Like I'm more of like a daytime person. So that's difficult. Then I would have 3 dinners, and then what made me move back again to Hanoi was that they gave me a half day that wasn't even a half day. So it was like half in the afternoon. Saturday I'm off, and then Sunday morning I'm off. So that's like their one day off for me. Because when you work in a center where it's in the province, they only give you one day off, and usually you have free time, 5 to 6 hours free time or one class, and then from Mondays to Saturdays you have like a job at the center, because that's how it is. So when I went to Hanoi, it's like I went to a phonics center, and then better pay, a little bit higher, but then I got sick once, and they didn't they didn't give me my salary because I missed the class, and I almost passed out during that day. And then the manager didn't tell the boss, and the boss kind of like fired me. So my third job was like cover teacher for a bigger school, and for 9 months it sustained me. But I sought more with stability then, because every 3 months I'd had to exit the country, which was fun during the first year, but then during the second year it was very unstable and expensive already. And then after that I was starting to invest with myself. So I studied again for IELTS because mine already expired. I took it in the Philippines when I was in university, and the second one was in Hanoi. And so little by little I was trying to like have more like certificates to prove my experience. And then I joined a school. Luckily I got in because as a cover teacher for almost a year, I was experienced enough to be sent to a school. So that gave me an opportunity to be interviewed sa primary school. It was a school that was known also. It's a semi-private, and it's been here like it used to be a French school. So that helped me, and I was there with that school for 2 years. And then during those 2 years I also took up units online through NU University, National University of Laguna. So yun, like nagpatong-patong na. So you really need to invest with yourself too. If you like to travel, it can be suitable for you to have like exits, visa runs every 3 months if you like it. But in the long run, it's not unstable, because every year also, which I mentioned, that the immigration laws are always changing here in Vietnam. So most especially after COVID, then they required more certificates, like you have to have this, you have to have that. So you can work, but then it's limited to center jobs or language link or as a cover teacher. So yeah, so at the end of the day, it's all about determination. Kung gusto mo talagang magtrabaho dito, then you can. There was also a year, my third year, I work as a cover teacher. Then I also worked in a kindergarten teacher, and at night I worked as center teacher. And yeah, like malaki yung kita, but please mind your health. If you want to get a part-time job, you can, but stick to one first and don't overwork yourself, most especially that you're out of the country, kasi ang hirap ng insurance dito. And there are many cases of Filipinos in Vietnam na they got overworked, and at the end of the day, yung pamilya yung nagbayad, ipon because also they sent all their money back to the Philippines kasi nga, Filipino tayo, breadwinner. Tapos like every year, meron talagang ganun na case. So, health is number one. We work to live and not we work to die. So, yun lang. If you have more comments, you can actually comment dito sa video na to, and then I'll also update the link of the Google Word and Google Sheet that so that it's like up to date at makatulong din sa kapwang Pilipino na nag-aspire to be here in Vietnam. So that's all, and thank you. God bless.